I'm not all that fond of people. The unspoken language of the human body is one that I am far from fluent in, but wish to learn. Because I'm sick of being a tourist among my own species, and I don't know where to begin. Because I've spent my life trying to conform to normality, but I never got very far. As my differences were always mistaken for insanity, so I think I need a new introduction. Why doesn't life come with a manual for those of us who struggle to function? I'm not all that fond of people because I don't understand them. How sometimes they say things they don't mean for comic effect, and all of a sudden I'm the butt of their jokes for taking it literally. Unknown territory is my biggest fear that I need to conquer if I'm to survive. It's not a case of if but when, because this alienation is eating me alive, but I'm not all that fond of people. And I apologise for the oxymoron. I guess I've always been pretty self-critical, even though I'm biologically one myself, with the same number of cells as Beyonce. I still feel like an outsider, unable to relate to anyone else regardless of what the genetics say. I'm not all that fond of people. But leave me with something furry and four-legged and I am more than comfortable. Because animals don't judge you, except cats, and even if they did, there's not much they can do when their evolution was stunted by the domestication forced on them by our selfish human population. I'm not all that fond of people. The way their words cut like a cheese knife, their tongues razor blades, and the air they breathe a sharpener. I'm not all that fond of people whose declarations are cheesy. Overused lines smeared with insincerity do nothing for me. I'm not all that fond of people who I can't read, and I can only read books. I'm not all that fond of people the human mind is a maze that I regularly get lost in and find myself uncomfortable. I'm not all that fond of people who cut you down like a tree trunk in Southern America and expect you to build yourself back up without fertilizer. I'm not all that fond of people. The unspoken language of the human body is still a mystery to me, but I'm willing to open my eyes and see that maybe it's not that I'm not all that fond of people. People just aren't all that fond of me.